this is what led to like a temporary bounce, yearly open. This is basically a level that a lot of people on Twitter or wherever they are eyeing it. So I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if we're getting a temporary bounce or rejection once again uh, into 100k and then a move lower towards 85k as I'm talking about these past few weeks. Or basically the Dordai level for me right now is 100k on higher time frame. On lower time frame, if we look at it, 98k is where basically I'm looking to take more shorts if it presents itself. Right around here, we got a single prints, basically an imbalance. Also, we will jump into VWAPs to see where we're at. So yeah, 98k will be my do or die level going forward. But yeah, as long as price on lower time frame is rejecting as it does right now, um, and it's making lower highs and lower lows, I don't see a reason why we should be visiting right here and not getting a flash much lower. But yeah, the fact that we're getting so many sellers here at the lows could lead to a squeeze. We'll see. So let me delete all these. You can see my alerts here haven't triggered since Friday, whatever that was. So yeah, let's go into VWAP. VWAP, starting off with the yearly. We talked about last Monday, this being like a temporary bounce of yearly VWAP. The fact that we rejected into 106, we had other levels there based on like, let me show you. We had developing quarterly Vieira low, sorry. We had developing monthly Vieira high. We also had previous monthly Vieira low and all the stuff. So the fact that we basically did some sort of deviation here and now we're trading below yearly VWAP is not that bullish on the macro. So yeah, if we're getting a push higher here and we're rejecting of 100k, basically 100k is yearly VWAP and some other levels, we'll see them. If we're rejecting here, I mean, it's a big short for me towards 88k at least, right? And moreover, if we don't hold 88k, which is basically into a huge imbalance right here, I think we're going all the way towards 80k. I posted about it as well in thesis chat. So yeah, that's about the yearly VWAP. Let's go into the quarterly. Not much to say about the quarterly, just the fact that the 100k level might be aligning with quarterly value low, right? So yeah, if we're getting like a squeeze here, we could be retesting quarterly value low before we get a move lower. Or this could be like a good level of acceptance, right? If we spend time and space here, slow grind, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't push higher towards, I mean, even these highs here. So yeah, not much to say about quarterly. The most important value for now for me is weekly, but let's dive into the monthly as well. Monthly aligns with a 98k idea of rejection, right? We have developing monthly value low sitting right here. So if we squeeze up to here, they got some liquidity of these shorts. and reject into 98k, it aligns with basically an expansion of value, right, of developing value. So yeah, but all of this will be in play if we get a short squeeze. If we don't get a short squeeze and we keep on rejecting right here, I don't see a reason why we should be visiting 98k, and I'll be flashing lower. So yeah, weekly. The weekly value, as you can see, we do have a new week. So we do have a new weekly value with the most important levels for now being previous week value low at 96k, roughly at 96k, 95.7 around there, and we're rejecting on it as it seems. Going forward, if we keep on rejecting and we keep on trading below, we're getting a move lower basically. If we manage to accept above, spend time and space here, possibly slow grind, we're getting a move higher towards firstly structurally 98k, 98, 99, and then based on previous week value, we do have previous week big up right here. So yeah, around 100k, basically these highs as well align. Is a good level for take profits if we get a long down here. So that's pretty much it about the weekly value. Now, going into TPO, let me split this by week. Set all TPOs and lock. All right, let me delete this. So, if you guys remember, we did have like a 3-week composite here where we basically rejected into the 3-week composite value low, and now we're trading lower. Possibly building a new value here. I don't know, we have levels from the past right here. Yeah, I'm sure there is a value here. Let me go into the chart. Yeah, we could draw a value. Basically, do I have it? No, I don't have it marked. So if we draw a value from here to here, we do have a cool composite. So yeah, a cool composite from like November last year till February. So it's like around 3 months, of value. We're sitting right now in the value low. So if we manage to squeeze, look where it is right now. RK aligns with our yearly VWAP, right? Retest that I'm expecting. So if we do get a move all the way towards value high of this composite right here, we're staying rotational, right? So possibly we're building a range right here into the previous range. So yeah, if now we do get, we don't form a low here and we get a further squeeze and start trading below, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be going towards here. We're basically right around here, if I remember correctly. We had built like a 6-week value. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 weeks. A 6-week value. So if I draw this out, So yeah, if we do get, where is it, from 87.7 till 81.6, 87.7 to 81.6, around here. So basically we're playing level to level here, right? So if we don't get a bounce of here, we're basically trading towards the next value, which is down to 87k. If we come down here and bounce, it's a good play towards the previous value once again. If we accept below, we're going all the way towards 81k. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I have all the values right here drawn. Right, so as we did with the past values as well, if you look at this, accepted below, rejected off this 5-week value, traded back into this 7-week value, right? Lost 7-week value high, then all the way down to, rotated all the way down to 7-week value low. Now, if we go into lower time frame and look at this, we rejected off 7-week value low. We're trading all the way down towards the 3-month value low. It's all rotations, right? So if we're getting a move down here, I'm seeing a move way lower towards 88k at least. So that's pretty much it. On higher time frame, this played out. This right here. On higher time frame, 100k is our do or die level. So around here, do or die level at 100k. On lower time frame though, if I bring up, let me delete this. So if I bring up levels, weekly, lines. So VWAPs, composite values, okay. Let me draw out previous week value low. And previous week VWAP. So very important level to flip on lower time frame. If we don't flip and keep on rejecting, I do think we're trading lower. Where to? 88k basically. 88k is my target for of this downtrend if it keeps on downtrending, right? If now we flip, I do think we're seeing a move towards a squeeze basically towards 98k, right? Also, something else. If we look at the daily TPO, we have formed a 3-day composite. 1, 2, 3 days overlapping, merge, 3-day composite. So acceptance above acceptance above 96k, 96.4 or 5, whatever that is, will lead to a move towards 98k, 98.5, 6. This single prints right here. And acceptance below going forward will lead to move much lower, basically towards some inefficiencies below and some other levels. All right, so rotational within this value right here. So even if we get a breakdown here and 94k holds, we're still looking for a squeeze higher, or at least a rotational move towards 96.5k. All right, so that's pretty much it. Bringing everything into the chart for lower time frame as well. The value is from 96.5 to 94,150. So 96.94,150, right? So we do have a pretty cool value to play around right here. Again, lower time frame breakdown here, just because we're into like a POI here, will lead to a move towards 94k. If 94k holds, we're getting a move towards 96.5, or at least a move back towards a POI that will be made around here. We'll see. If we keep on breaking down here below 94k, we're flashing lower. If we slow grind above 96.5, we're getting a squeeze towards 98.6 basically. And mid time frame acceptance above previous week value low would lead to a move towards basically 98k, 99k, around here. All right, and furthermore, let's get rid of this. If we do get acceptance also above previous week VWAP, we're getting a move higher towards previous week value high, which is not here, a bit lower, aligns basically with our 7-week value low. So let me get rid of this. Previous week value high, full level. If we reject here, then we're staying rotational within weekly value. If we reject down here, again rotational within previous week VWAP and previous week value low. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm done with the outlook. Let me stop the recording and jump into questions or some random talks. So